So we are going to attach this. So for attaching that, we have to do the slip stitch, and we have to do slip stitch until we are reaching the middle portion of the V stitch. So one slip stitch we have done, second V stitch, and while doing third one we will be almost reaching the middle. Okay, so now we reach the middle. Now we need to do again chain 3, and then we have to do 2 double crochet, chain 1, and 3 double crochet. And we have to repeat 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet, which is our V stitch, right? So that has to be repeated. Now we have to repeat the same until we are reaching. Actually, for the entire row we have to do the same only. So here also we have to do the same everywhere. Okay, in every stitch we have to do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet until we are completing that particular row. Okay, so here everywhere until we require the required height, right? Until that time we have to repeat the same row, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So from here onwards to the bottom, but we shouldn't check from the top. From here only we have to check the length. Okay, so for 1 year old baby we will be requiring nearly 17 inches. 16 to 17 inches will be okay for them. So until we are getting the required measurement we have to do it. Okay, so how we can check how many rows are required? So here you can see 1 inch means we require 3 rows. So accordingly we need to do, so if you need 2 inches length then you have to do 6 rows. Likewise you have to calculate how many rows are required to get the required length. Actually it's not required to calculate in the beginning itself. We can just continuously do the rows until you are getting the required length of the frock. Okay, so nothing else to do, just we need to repeat the same this row itself. We have to completely do 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Okay, so here once you do that you can see here like this it will be coming here like a frill and roll. It will be coming in proper way. So once you do that you can just check the chest measurement once again whether it is coming properly or not. It will be definitely coming. Okay, there will be no issues, nothing to worry about that. So now I will show you how to do this back part. Okay, so here now as I am showing you the back part joining, I am just putting the stitch marker so that the stitches will not be getting removed, so it will be tight. Okay, even if you are stopping in between just put the stitch marker and then leave. Okay, so now I will show you how to attach this. So here in one way we can just create a loop and you can add the button on the other side and you can just close that. Okay, that is one of the way to do that. Either otherwise you can just add a tie on both the sides and you can just tie using that, or you can just add a hook and you can just attach it like that. So in any way we can just attach. There is no rule that you can just add in a particular way, or either you can just do single crochets in the entire first row, then at the ends you can just leave a tie and then you can just attach it. That is also one of the way that you can do. Okay, so here now I will be showing you the way which we will be creating the loop and then attaching it. Okay, so here this yarn also will be sew in between the stitches so that it will be completely secure. Okay, now in the given case it's not required to do. I will be just creating a loop on the other side, or then we will be adding the button in the other side and then we will be attaching in that way. Okay, so let me show you how to do it. As I mentioned earlier, so we are going to create the loop in the right side, and in the left side we are attaching the button, and we need to measure how much length of chains are required to go around the button. Okay, so for that I am attaching the yarn. I am just leaving the long tail end for sewing purpose. So you can see, you can just leave this much length and then attach in the right side. Okay, in the first stitch you can just insert the hook and attach the yarn. Okay, so we are attaching it. Do a chain there, and now we have to do one more single crochet in the same stitch. Now we have to make the required chains for going around the button. Okay, so almost you'll be requiring 5 or 6 chains according to the size of the button you are attaching. So here I am going to make total 6 chains. So 3 we have done. So even if you want, you can just use a smaller hook for creating the chains here. Okay, so now I'm just using same hook only. So if you are using smaller hook, then you may require to make more chains. Okay, so I have now made the required chains required for the button size. So I'm making enough chains for the button size. Once that is done, we have to do one single crochet in the same stitch. Then now onwards, in every stitch we have to do one single crochet. So let's do that. Here one single crochet, then in the next stitch one single crochet, then in the next stitch so while doing that single crochet, right, make sure that yarn end is uh, kept together with that stitches, so that no need to sew separately. Okay, so here I have made 2 single crochets in the same stitch, because that is double crochet stitch, right? So that's the reason we have done 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, then 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So now you can see this is completely secure and neat. Okay, now we have to do in the other side also, right? So let's do one single crochet in the middle portion of that joining, right? There we have to do one single crochet. After that we have to repeat the same 2 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, let's make 2 single crochet in each stitch so that you will be getting a straight and neat edging. Okay, so now I have made 2 single crochet in each and every stitch. Let's join, attach everything, keep everything together, and let's do 1 single crochet in the first stitch as well, first stitch of the row. Okay, once that is done, it's all good. We can just do chain 1 and we can just fasten off the yarn, cut and fasten off the yarn. Okay, so now this is completely ready. You can just sew the yarn in between the stitches so that everything will be secure. Now loop which we have created, right, so that will be of proper size. So you can just attach the button in the left side so that it will be easy to attach it. Okay, likewise this is the way how it will be looks after doing that. You can just add the button on the left side and from right you can just attach it. Here I am just tying that for the safer side, but don't make too many knots there. Just make one knot only. Even if you are making, just make one knot and sew the yarn in between the stitches so that it will be completely secure. I will just show you how we can just sew in between the stitches, so you can just follow the same way how I am doing. So just insert the hook, sorry, insert the needle in between the stitches. Okay, you can just stitch in the zigzag way or in any way you can just stitch it just into insert through the stitches so that it will be completely secure. You can just follow the same way how I am doing. So now this is completely secure. In the same way you can just sew the other 2 yarns also. Wherever we have the yarn ends, right, this is the way how we need to sew the ends. Okay, these 2 yarns also we can sew in the same way. So once we sew all the yarns, this will be the final look. So you have to add the button and you can just use the loop to attach in this particular way how I am showing, right, in the same way. Okay. Okay, so once that is done, you can just continue stitching 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet until you are getting the required height. Okay, so the same row has to be repeated until the required height. So this is how it will be looks like. Now I will show you how to end once we are reaching the required height. So usually we used to do 3 slip stitch until we are reaching middle, right? Same way we have to repeat. We have to do 3 slip stitch until we are getting the middle of the V stitch. Then we have to repeat the V stitches itself for the entire shell likewise. Like how I am showing, right? We have to repeat that slip stitch for the entire shell stitches. Okay, and post that you can just do a chain 1 and you can cut the yarn and you can just fasten off. Okay, that is how we will be doing the ending. Okay, nothing else to do, just we need to attach the one end to another using the slip stitch how we were doing for all the rows, right? Earlier we used to do only by, till reaching the middle of the V stitch, but here we have to do until the end of that particular V stitch. That particular shell has to be completely done or completely attached using the slip stitch. Okay, so this is how we need to do. So try it and let me know.